state of Jharkhand. And here again, we have a bit of a mini shock that's playing out in this election at the moment in Jharkhand. Remember, the BJP had virtually swept Jharkhand last time with their votes. But here the BJP 47%, Congress 20%, AJSU 3%, 30% others, primarily the JMM, the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. So if you add the numbers, the Congress and the JMM doing reasonably well. Let's take a look at the seats of Jharkhand. How is Jharkhand playing out in the exit poll? Axis My India exit poll for the state of Jharkhand. BJP 8 to 10. That's down in a state where they won 12 last time along with their ally, the AJSU. The Congress 2 to 3, others 2 to 3, and we must mention others here are Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, whose former Chief Minister Hemant Soren is in jail. So one of the stories now is you add up that's about 6 seats to the India alliance in Jharkhand, where they were wiped out last time. This time they've come back in the race slightly, but the BJP still has the edge. And you are seeing the numbers, they are tightening up nationally now between the two major fronts. This is a tighter race than 2019 as of now. NDA 50%, India Alliance up 11%, BJP down 5%, India Alliance 11%. But the point we keep making, because there was such a large gap between the NDA and India Alliance in the last election, it's not translating, Rahul, into the kind of seats that the India Alliance would have hoped for. NDA 8 to 10, India Alliance 4 to 6, others 0. But remember, all these will be small gains for the India Alliance. So while the BJP NDA is gaining in the south, in the two Hindi heartland states, Rahul, so far, both see gains for the India Alliance. Bihar, now Jharkhand.
If we look at the community-wise breakup, as per our data for Jharkhand, amongst the tribals, the India Alliance has a 12% lead over the BJP. 53 for the India Alliance, that's up 5% from the last elections. Amongst the Dalits also, the India Alliance's vote share is up 5%. Amongst the OBCs, it's up 5%. Amongst Muslims, it's a massive consolidation at 82%. That's up 6% from the last time. Amongst the Yadavs, it's up 5%. So across communities, in Jharkhand, amongst the Christians, it's 56%, up 5% from the last time. The NDA picked up 36% of the vote share. So across communities in Jharkhand, the India Alliance doing better. But as I said earlier, that the gap is so much, the margin, the base effect is so strong that even if the India Alliance gains, Rajat Sethi, and even if the BJP loses, the gap is still too much. This is the Kante ki takkar that everybody was coming up with, which is what we were saying from the first day. When the numbers come out, it will not look as much as a Kante ki takkar because of the base effect, basic statistics.
So this is what the experiment that was being done by India Alliance is. On one side, it was Hindu consolidation by the BJP. They thought that the perfect antidote to Hindu consolidation is caste-based sentiment arousal. Tejasvi Yadav, we just discussed, he had this formulation called My Bap. The Muslim Yadav is there, but he came up with this BAP acronym, which is Agda, Pichhada, and the Mahila voters also in that. And he tried to see that, can I make a social engineering experiment to actually counter the Hindu resurgence happening in both Bihar and in Jharkhand. Jharkhand, I think, tribal consolidation behind India Alliance, partly because of the sentiment which came in because of the arrest of JMM chief, sort of impacted certain seats. For example, Khuti seat. Arjun Munda's own seat where he barely won. He won last time by barely, I think, 2,000 votes or so. Those seats will become very difficult for the BJP now. Even in Hazaribagh, they changed Jayant Sinha. And the new person who was given the ticket was still struggling to actually galvanize the support. And remember, Hazaribagh seat has 2 to 3 India Alliance MLAs within that seat. And it's not an easy seat. So some of the rumblings that we are seeing within Jharkhand is actually coming out and resulting in relatively small dent to the NDA. But this big question of religion versus caste will keep playing out in Uttar Pradesh as well.
Look at how the numbers, though, are stacked out. As we are going state by state, as of now, the India Alliance, if we ended the match today, would win by a small margin, 65 to 78, place 64 to 75. The truth is, we've only done 5 states. So before they celebrate, the truth of the matter is at the end of 5 states, including 3 major India bastion states like Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, the lead is only a marginal one for the India alliance.